Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 21st episode of the second season of Saiki Kusuo no Psy-nan, or The Disastrous Life of Saiki K. Now, last episode, what happened? Well, we had the Psychickers get together to impersonate a couple of frozen people, which went, pretty well. We had some more shenanigans with our Robo-Cat mascot, which is always fun. We had... what else? New Year's. People staying up for New Year's and that not going super well. That was also a thing. And a silent movie. Because why not? So with that out of the way, let's get into this episode and see what Saiki and his amazing band of friends and sidekicks and stuff will do today. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah. Why does a Japanese anime say uno, dos, tres in the opening? Who knows? Just have to have a little bit of Spanish in my English subs for my Japanese anime, you know? What's wrong with that? I should search the internet for an animated GIF if there is one of Terahashi just doing that. There's gotta be one somewhere. Chronicles of the Grandparents' Travels. Oh no, we're getting more tsundere grandpa. I gotta impress. Let's not do that, please. Not in front of Saiki. That actually freaked me out a little bit. I felt like needles shot out of the phone or something. Well, that'll cheer him up. Don't make a scene, Gramps. Oh, that's the pain. Yeah, like a normal person. Oh, okay. Well, this is quite the development. No need to be rude. Oh. Oh. Wow, Terahashi sees the father, Miko sees the mother. I meant grand in both of those, but... this is pretty bad. Yeah, which do we say first? That'll get her attention. Oh, she knows him. That evil smirk. Yes, as we've established. Is that what it proves? It's a good question. Terahashi does seem especially perfect today. Yeah. Oh, Okay. Where did she take Grandma? What a coincidence. You're what? I don't think that was a real word. Damn it, this is not good. Yes, they both would know, so that makes it a little bit different than the grandpa situation. uh. That does put an awkward position. You don't say. I agree. Interrupted. Well, Grandpa ships it. He's not wrong. Man, the shipping war is just getting crazy. For what? Yeah, what are you talking about? She has a name, Miko. I doubt that. Ow. That sounds horrible. Wow, that sounds like literally hell. uh... As you do. Just keep walking. But yeah, that smile on Saiki's face, that got me. I wouldn't count on that. I thought he was gonna like start spanking him at first, but I'm glad I'd be wrong on that. Well, it makes sense to start your fasting quickly. Yeah, there's no coming for you. Enjoy your miserable existence. You'll survive. If only, oh. Wow. Think you're starting to lose it. You were not the girl I was hoping for. But he could be, you know. As you should do. Of course not. What he wanted. Oh. Oh. That is horrible. Even the sound effects. How cruel can you get? Ugh. Ugh. Saiki, you are just evil. That was uncalled for. You just broke that man. The hair loss. Think I like the old one better. I would never look at something disgusting like that. Don't be silly. I think you did, Saiki. I think you did. Ow. The guy should probably help out with that. Oh no! I undid the whole thing. Yeah, it's for the best, though. Misunderstanding between opposite-sex friends. That sounds promising. So Valentine's Day. What was that? Yeah, what's the problem? If you don't give it to him, what do you do with it? Well, yeah, but... Just put it in. Words to live by. If only she said that to Kaido instead. You're scaring me, Chio. Nothing, apparently. Apparently she's a psychic as well. Well, we'll see what it is. A letter. A classic. You know, right? Yeah, that would work with him. Somebody got to it first, Nendo. That is heartbreaking. Unintended. That is a tragedy right there. He read the letter. I doubt it. Oh, he was so close to getting it. The classroom itself does not matter. Oh. 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 Oh, wow. Did that really just happen? Yeah, something's wrong here. Years ago. Wow. That is such a stretch. I cannot believe that happened. That poor Chio. You're really not, though. It would have. I guess you could call that progress, I don't know. What? Be specific. At least they're on some degree of the same page. But this is such a horrible misunderstanding. Yeah, you know, all the friends walking together, you know. This could end poorly. This is hilarious, though. Check out by kissing him. See how he reacts. Wow. This is just so bad. The chocolate. No, the chocolate. Oh. Oh my god. I mean, sometimes you do eat codes to... The best friend handhold. Wouldn't want that. Oh. Wow. Oh, Kaido. This is such a disaster. uh. That would be for the best. Chocolate? Oh no, here it comes. No, ate it. Yeah, it's all coming out. Poor Chio. That realization. But yeah, I think Kaido made a bigger mistake here. Yeah, that's a good way to take it. But it's still pretty sad. That is so sad. It's funny, but it's still sad. Yeah, you're a girl with lady parts and stuff. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure anyone truly does. But, Terahashi's adorable as always. Uh-oh. Scandalous. Those techniques, alright. Monica, we're back to this. I wonder if she still has the Terashi pooping fetish. Nope, she still got that. Yeah, nobody is. Yeah, you really should. They're after you. Ugh. That's not suspicious at all. Yeah, seriously. You would never find anything like that. No! It's terrifying. Yeah, you wouldn't do that. Well, when she has God on her side, yeah, she can handle herself. Oh, noticing Saiki. Man, she is good. She just completely picked up on all of it. I know, right? Do they know who they're messing with? I don't know, but I love it. A voice. Almost like a genre shift. It's not that easy to get Terahashi wet, I'm sorry to tell you. Creative. Well, we got her wet, but not quite what you expected, I guess. Whew. Yeah, what a horrible picture. It's really, you can't really take a bad picture of her, it's just not physically possible. I wouldn't give her my computer. That was great. The power of Photoshop. Ugh. How dare you do that? You should get prison time for that. Get wrecked. Well, that took care of that problem. Saiki made quite a splash there. uh. Terahashi's part is just so soothing. Uh. Okay. Well, that was the 21st episode of the second season of Saiki's Disastrous Life. And this episode, what was the first scene? Right, the grandparent stuff. Okay. Well, you know, because of the title, we knew we would get some tsundere grandpa, and we certainly did. However, not as much as I was expecting. It was just pretty much just a matter of, hey, they're coming over. Well, why don't they just teleport? I don't know. I guess they don't want to. And then Saiki had to go help them out, but they actually, both grandparents, they actually got help from different people, though. You see, Grandpa ran into Terahashi, and Grandma ran into Miko. So yeah, that was quite a problem, you know. But the more interesting bit was probably Grandpa and Terahashi, because, you know, they both love Saiki a lot, so it was obviously going to be very... They were going to have some interesting conversations. But Terahashi got to her limit pretty quickly. He just wanted to leave, but she couldn't just do that, because, you know, she's got to be the perfect girl, and leaving an old man to rant by himself, that wouldn't be very perfect now, wouldn't it? So she was kind of stuck there. And then meanwhile, you have the grandma with the Gyaru doing, you know, their stuff, and it was all just... Yeah, it was pretty interesting. But, yeah, that just pretty much added some gasoline onto the shipping war when you had both the main girls that are most likely to be with Saiki, both with a different grandparent, and be kind of encouraged by them. So yeah, that was certainly pretty interesting. But, yeah, that was... Don't have much to say on it beyond that. Aside from that, was certainly a fun little thing. But, yes. I think we can all agree that Saiki would probably be best with Terahashi. That's kind of what's been building up the most throughout the course of the show. Miko's great as well, but she showed up much later than Terahashi did, and Terahashi's definitely been more on Saiki's radar, I would say. Miko has a bit more in common with Saiki because they're both psychics, but that only takes you so far. But yeah, then we had the Toritsuka stuff, which was weird. I guess he decided... Well, he didn't really decide it, but it was just decided for him that he would do some fasting, which he wasn't a big fan of, having to give up food and everything else important in life, really. So wanted Saiki to help out, but Saiki did not do that. In fact, Saiki decided to rub salt in the wound, as any good friend would do. That was pretty funny. That was really funny. But the funniest thing was just Saiki's smile he had before that stuff even got started. That one scene where he smiled, that was weirdly hilarious. I don't even know why. I think it's because Saiki doesn't show emotion very often, so it was great. And then we had some Valentine shenanigans, which are probably my favorite part of the episode. That was really funny. You know, Chiyo likes Kaido, she's made that no real secret. But, you know, she got the chocolate ready, the love letter ready, got it all set up, and then didn't have the guts to really go through with it in the end because she acknowledged it as crossing a line that you can't go back from, so she chickened out. She decided to still give it to him in a very roundabout way. She put the chocolate in a random desk, like in a different classroom than theirs, but like in what would be her desk if she was there. You know, if that makes sense. And then had the letter way in the back of the thing, so he probably wouldn't get it. So it was a really weird way to go about things, like a very half-hearted method of delivery, I guess you could call it. And that's fine, you know. The letter to direct him to that was a cool idea. You know, it would obviously appeal to Kaido's chuniness, but the problem is Nendo, as it usually is. He found the chocolate first and just ate it, because that's just Nendo for you. He just ruins everyone's life. But he did not get the letter because I was perched further back. But Kaido found it, he read it. It makes you think, oh wow, he's actually gonna know Chiyo's feelings and, you know, probably reciprocate. That's gonna be great, right? No, you think that's the case, especially because he goes up to her and says, hey, Chiyo, I had no idea you felt that way. Yeah, I like you too. Yeah, that's great. You know? And Chiyo's just on cloud 9, just so utterly happy. You know, just... It was... You knew something was wrong there. Just as the audience, you knew something wasn't quite right. There was some sort of misunderstanding there. You just didn't know quite what it was, but that was answered pretty quickly when you see Kaido cracking the code of the love letter, and that was just, oh man, I wanted to facepalm 1,000 times at that scene. Just Kaido, I know I should know what to expect from you by now, but I was still really just speechless at that. Yeah, and just poor Chiyo, like, can you imagine that? You like someone a lot, you confess your love to them, and seemingly they feel the same way about you, and you're like going out now, or at least you think that's the case, and then after a little bit you realize that's not the case, so you were just jumping to conclusions, and then you feel super disappointed, super embarrassed about the misunderstanding, and yeah, that's just gotta be some soul-crushing stuff right there. So yeah, that was hard to watch, just... the walking home together and they're just not on the same page at all. Just, it was funny. It was funny, but I knew it was going to come crashing down and we would end up with a very upset Chiyo. And we did, but she kind of bounced back a little bit there and I think she'll be fine. But that was pretty upsetting. You know, at first she was a little bit excited, like, hey, well, at least best friends have to step up, right? And then that even kind of came back down a little bit, so back to status quo. But yeah, that was definitely an eventful scene. But yeah, Chio just looked so happy at the beginning of that misunderstanding. It was something else. But yeah, then we got back to the newspaper club. Last time we saw them was when Terahashi, like, they were trying to get a scoop on her. She really wanted to get a picture of her pooping because, I mean, who doesn't want that, really? You could probably sell that for big bucks on a lot of websites. But yeah, this time she would just go in for whatever she could get, you know, any kind of bad picture, really. But quickly figuring out that there's no such thing as a bad picture of Terahashi unless you literally Photoshop it, which should be a crime punishable by death, if I'm being honest. But you know, in the end, Saiki was able to splash them, and it was fine. It was all good. I really loved how Terahashi was really just aware of all of that. This is not her first rodeo. You know, she's had this issue before. People following her, people trying to get scoops on her. You know, so I just loved how perceptive she was on all of that. Even Saiki's presence there, so he had to mask it. That was all great. I even loved the voice she had. It's just, no, just the full-on execution of that Terahashi stuff was great. I thoroughly enjoyed all of that. See, is there anything else to really mention with the episode? I mean, I'm happy Chio got as much screen time as she did. She's kind of neglected a lot. Yeah, I'd say that's about it for the episode. I'd say it was a pretty good episode overall. You know, definitely a decent amount of Terahashi. You know, you even got some Miko and some Chio, and it was pretty cool. A minimal amount of Nendo. You know, he was, of course, an antagonist for a scene, as he usually is. Eating that poor chocolate. But, you know, not too much of him. But yeah, I'm sure the chocolate tasted delicious. But yeah, that was the episode, so yeah. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.